Previously on The Bachelorette.
I would like to say that I appreciate every single one of y'all.
The 9 remaining men competed for Deanna's heart.
Cheers.
With a song.
As I wandered the halls in the house of my pain.
Please don't send me away, because I'll cry on the plane, Deanna.
And it was Jesse who got the one-on-one date.
This
You love it?
is out of control.
And the rose.
On your new suit.
Thank you.
I like that.
And at the racetrack,
Dropping the hammer, baby.
Sean blew the competition away.
We got this little bluegrass connection. To see, that's something that no one else can share. This is my wife. This is my wife.
Ow, stop it.
I'm just playing, baby.
And on the most emotional date yet,
Robert, I cannot give you this rose tonight.
Deanna first sent Robert home.
It'll be a while before I let anybody in again.
And then did the same to Fred.
I simply do not see forever with you and I.
I hope you find that someone who will make you feel special every day, because you deserve that.
I'm just sad because Fred is a good person. He's one of the most genuine guys here. And I wish that I would have felt something more for him.
She's not bringing either one of them.
Oh, man. Holy jeez.
And after Brian was sent home at the rose ceremony,
I'm a better person because of the time I spent here with you.
only 6 men remain, each hoping for the chance to have Deanna meet their families.
Cheers. Cheers.
And tonight, Deanna takes the men for an exclusive getaway to Palm Springs.
Oh my God!
Sean makes his move.
I had a great time.
Me too.
But so does Graham and Jeremy.
Sorry, I just can't stop.
It's okay.
But first, it's the final 6 men like you've never seen them before.
Over my toy.
I had braces all the way until my senior year, which was just horrible.
Being a professional snowboarder, I've torn tendons in my leg. I've broken ankles. I've broken fingers. I've broken my big nose.
Plus, an update from the first Bachelor family, Trista and Ryan.
Hi, smiley face.
Mac, where's mommy?
I think that Deanna's doing a really good job of being open and honest with her emotions. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where Deanna goes on her exotics and who she takes with her, because for me, that's when I fell in love with Ryan.
And Deanna tells all.
Any choices you regret, things you wish you could do over?
I don't know that I expected how hard this was all going to be.
On an exciting special edition of The Bachelorette,
Tonight is definitely weighing on my mind.
when Deanna reveals all about her journey so far.
I have 6 totally different relationships going on at the same time.
Why did she send Richard home?
That one key element of a relationship was not there.
And why would she break the rules to send Robert and Fred home on the same night?
The hard part for me is that I knew that Fred thought he was going to stay.
And what really happened at the dramatic outhouse party?
This is not fair to me. I put my whole heart into this.
I felt alone. I felt like I didn't matter. Yeah, I mean, it hurts now to even think about that day.
It's all coming up right now on The Bachelorette, Deanna Tells All. Hello and welcome to The Bachelorette, Deanna Tells All. I'm Chris Harrison. After starting with 25 men, Deanna is now down to 6. And it's been an exciting journey for her and for America. There's been singing, dancing, fights, tears, breakdowns, and of course some kissing. And through it all, Deanna has moved closer to finding the love of her life. Later tonight, Deanna will take her final 6 men to an exclusive getaway in Palm Springs and decide which 4 will get to take her home to meet their families. But first, let's hear from Deanna herself with a revealing inside look at what's happened so far.
So Deanna, this is the first time we've ever done a show like this, kind of a mid-season checkup. How's it been for you? Watching this, kind of reliving it?
It's crazy because I see all this stuff that I didn't get to see when I was there. You know, I get to see the guys bonding with each other. I get to see the guys arguing. And I also get to see them really open up and express their feelings about me. So I enjoy watching it all.
How much have you seen that's really surprised you that happened, things you weren't aware of?
Ryan is a virgin. I didn't know that.
You never knew on the show?
He just never told me that, so I had no idea. That shocked me. You go back and you watch some of these guys, and I'm thinking, wow, he was totally different when he was with me. Or that would explain why he acted like that. It's just funny because why not just be yourself, you know?
It seems like a lifetime ago, that first night. What things, though, stand out to you still?
Paul definitely stands out in my mind. No, don't you dare get in that pool.
I want that last
It's
row.
probably so cold, you're going to hurt yourself.
I want that last
I'm
row.
serious, you probably shouldn't do that. I was so embarrassed for Paul. Even rewatching that episode, I'm standing there, I'm like, oh my God, my dad is going to see this. I kind of wondered if he was going to go into the roast ceremony in his tiny bathing suit.
Let's talk about Rob, the chef. Whipped up a little dish for you that first night.
I like to eat, that's no secret. And when he took the time to cook for me on the first night, that won me over. He could have done the same thing as everybody else. Instead, he showed me what he's all about. It's really, really good. And that caught my attention. I thought it was a wonderful thing for somebody to do, to like think outside the box.
People always come up and talk to me about the show, and they say, how much of this is real? How much of it actually happens on camera? You've been through this twice now. Are you satisfied with what is shown and what actually happens?
Absolutely. I get the same question, especially now that the show's airing and fans come up and talk to me. I get the same question. It's all real. I say the things that I say, I do the things that I do, and the guys do the same thing. And I think that any of these guys can look back and vouch and say it is all real, whether they expected it to be or not.
Maybe the most stunning moment this season so far involved Graham. It was at the race car date.
You're going to kiss me, right?
I don't want to be one of a bunch.
What?
That was a stunning moment.
It was stunning for me, too.
You didn't let that moment go.
When something is bothering me, I put it out. I don't want to let it be drawn out. You know that I am dying to kiss you.
I'm not going to follow up somebody.
You're not following up. And you can't feel like that, or else then you're holding back, and it takes away from me and you.
But sometimes I just don't feel like it's just me and you.
You guys have a very interesting relationship going.
I expect all these guys to come here and put their hearts out on the line and open up to me. But with Graham, he's not really doing all of that. But for some reason, I'm drawn to it. I gotta have more. I just need him to let his guard down.
It seems like 5 out of the 6 anyway seem to get that.
I think that the majority of the guys are now realizing that they have to focus on what we have.
Let's talk about Sean. You and Sean really seem to have a great connection on the race car day.
Sean really got into my heart that day.
I think coming from small towns, you really, I don't think you ever grew out a small town feel.
You know that I lived in Kentucky for a while, right?
No, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. We got this little bluegrass connection to see. That's something that no one else can share. I just want to
We made that connection and realized that we have a lot of things in common. He took the time to get to know me, and it put things into perspective that, hey, I could have a good relationship with this man.
Another guy you have a tremendous connection with is Jason. And we all watched a couple weeks ago as you learned that he has a son. You then opened up to him.
Will you tell me more about your mom?
I was probably right about 2 or 3 years old when she got diagnosed with cancer.
When you think about her today, what do you think about? Like, what's your first thought?
That I miss her, and I would give anything to be able to just hug her. That was hard for me to watch. She is the most important person in my life. But I have also never, ever opened up to that extent to anyone about my mother's death, about what I went through, about what she went through. And I went into a lot of detail with Jason. And even rewatching it, you know, it touched me because I'm thinking, wow, I really felt so comfortable and so compelled to let this person into that part of my life.
What was it? Why Jason?
Jason opened up to me about his son, and that's the most important person in his life. And I realized at that point that he trusts me. And at that moment, I felt the same about Jason.
You have 6 very different relationships going on with very different men. Is one of these guys your husband?
I hope so. I have different relationships and different feelings for each and every one of them. I have faith that my husband is here.
Up next.
I want you to know that it's truly breaking my heart, and I'm so sorry.
Why did Deanna send Richard home?
Richard is that perfect guy. How could I not have something with this man?
And why did she break down at the outhouse party?
Right now, I should be the happiest person in the world, and you're all breaking my heart.
I felt like I didn't matter to any of those guys.
Deanna reveals the truth about the most dramatic moments of the season.
Can I kiss you?
I mean, I didn't know what to do. It wasn't a romantic situation. I think you're one of the best men here. The hard part for me is that I knew that Fred thought he was going to stay.
And then, it's a closer look at the final 6 men.
I know I'm an idiot sometimes, but that's just who I am. Boom!
And later, on a new episode of The Bachelorette. It's a high desert adventure in Palm Springs.
Oh my God!
Well,
And then there's Twilly.
doing something wrong here.